Hello there everybody and welcome to my channel. Today I got a little bit of a different video for you. We went to the tank event over here in the Netherlands, Soesterberg actually. It's near Utrecht for those of you who want to know where it is. It's an old airfield, military airfield, and they put a museum there, and the museum actually organized this with the Bovington Tank Museum. Sometimes in this video you can hear an English dude talking. That's the conservator of the Bovington Tank Museum, so he knows what he's talking about. He's got some very nice info that, or I will tell you, that I heard that day, or he tells you directly. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, I will talk you through this video. Ciao. So let's get started. 100 years of the tank, and it was all about this one, the Big Brute. I don't know the real name of it, but this is a replica of the movie of Steven Spielberg, the Horse Whisperer or something like that. That was the static with all the tanks, so pretty cool. The IS-3 as we know it, from the game, pretty cool. The T-72 Russian Med medium tank, yeah, that's what I love. The StuG III or StuG III was there as well, and this one, the Panzer III, and this was a FlammPanzer, or better yet, flamethrower. The T-34-85 was there, legendary, with its interior, and as you can see, really some cramped quarters over there, or in there. The Panzer 61 Swiss built tank, pretty cool. And the M4 Leopard 2A4, this is what my mate drove, who I was with at the event. He was a tank driver in his army days. The Leopard 1, our very own Tier 10 tank with the laser-like gun, and the M4 Easy 8 with the short belt gun. The Centurion with its L7A1 gun, as we know it, and the British Sexton, which you can hear firing in the video. And this one is actually Dutch artillery with a 201mm gun. And this is yeah, a German piece of hardware from the Second World War, very famous. So let's start it off with the
successful design. It's made very much more simply when they have to move the factories behind the Ural Mountains in 1941 when Germany invades Russia, and so things that would be unacceptable to many other countries, like the ugly cast line on the turret, they didn't care. Crew conditions in this vehicle were abysmal, absolutely appalling, but Stalin's a dictator too. So again, you don't complain if you're a Russian tank crewman. So a very rough, very ready tank, but hugely successful and made in vast quantities.
David, I even hear that some of the T-34s left the factory without any layer of paint.
Yes, you've got there was a tank factory in Stalingrad where they literally drove the tanks out of the factory to the front line. You don't need paint if you're going into battle. And the Russians thought that a T-34 tank, on average, would stay in combat for only 3 months. So you don't build it to last longer than 3 months because it'll have worn out or be knocked out by that time. So it's the Russian army at this time look at a tank like the Western armies might look at a hand grenade. It's a munition to be used up.
So pretty interesting story there from T-34, and this is the Sexton, and you can hear it firing now. Boom! Onwards to the M4 Easy 8.
Hier op de kazerne in Amersfoort was een soort van takeltank, is gebruikt bij de werkplaats. En zo is hij eigenlijk in stand gehouden. Hij heeft daarna in 1976 nog eens een keer opgetreden en gefigureerd als een van de tanks
Pretty nice sound, right? And onwards to the IS-3.
This comes from the Brussels Tank Museum, but it's one of only a few hundred that were made before the Russians moved on to an even better tank. And it's part of a family, JS1, JS2, and then JS3, this tank here. The JS2 saw quite a bit of service before the end of the war, but this is really the beginning of that classic Russian tank shape that we're so used to this day.
And David, have they been used in many other countries?
What happens with Russian tank production is they will...
And here is a special highlight from me, the T-72. Watch the smoke.
This is the T-72, it's got a very low profile.
Yes, this is an amazingly effective tank. You can see what the Russians do after building the T-54, the T-63. You can see what a low profile is. So this is still for Western countries what is called a threat vehicle. It's something we claim in Western NATO armies how to identify and how to knock out.
Yeah, you gotta love those Russian meds, right? And onwards we go to this Leopard 1 chassis with a bridge built on top. It's from an engineering battalion. They hold this bridge, you know, wherever the army needs it. You know, if they want to cross a stream or whatever, these guys are the ones you gotta call. And yeah, you can see some other stuff driving from engineering battalions. They dig out dirt and whatever, you know, whatever the hell they do. The speaker told it, but I forgot. Sorry. But yeah, I was focusing on this primarily. It's pretty amazing. You know, just you know, fold it, mold it until it becomes a bridge, and he's gonna put it in front of his tank. Yeah, there's another one, also Leopard 1 chassis. It's a recovery vehicle. As you can see, it has a, you know, a crane on it, and yeah, you can see these guys on the right. I didn't like what they were doing with the smoke, and you can see that happening a lot more in the video. But yeah, you can't help it. Screws up your video or photos or whatever, but yeah, what do you do, huh? Well, as you can see, the bridge is going forward, and yeah, it seems so easy, right? But it's yeah, it must be yeah, it's a great job what they're doing. Whenever, you know, you know, the army needs them, they're the ones who come forward, put the bridge down, and this guy, you know, he parks on the side, let everybody cross, then he crosses and turns around on the other side, picks it up, and goes onwards to the next stream or whatever they want to cross, and put it over there again. It's not in this video, but he demonstrated it. You can see him driving over it in a tick, but yeah, it took quite a while, and I had to you know, cut and edit it. There he goes, crossing the bridge, and yeah, it's pretty amazing. Especially these guys, you know, they had a lot of fun driving around with a big bridge, and this driver, I don't know what he was doing, but braking, you know, the tank coming loose from the ground, you know, in the back. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, so let's go onwards to the next one, and that's the real Leopard 1, as I like to call it. It's my sexy machine. I didn't like it in the game because of its weak armor, but yeah, in real life it's a whole different ball game. It's yeah, that's what I think. It looks good. So it's in my opinion, it's the sexiest one of all the Leopards. You know, the whole Leopard family. But yeah, it's a great tank with the laser light gun in the game. That's the only thing I really appreciate it. It's the laser light gun on it. Whenever you shoot, you hit. So onwards to the next Leopard, the 2A4, which my mate drove in his army days. This thing actually lacked a gun stabilizer. So the gunner is actually he was working you know, big time inside the tank, trying to simulate a gun stabilizer. But yeah, we talked to him afterwards, and this tank actually goes it was in storage since it was put out of service, but it goes back to the workshop, and they're gonna build in a stabilizer again. And onwards to the Centurion with its L7A1 gun, the same gun as on the Leopard one. So again, a very good gun, laser like. I know Bushka likes it, so this is the real one. Yeah, it's a lot slower than the Leopard one, but it got the job done. And they actually put in the L7A1 because the Russians lost a T-54 while it drove into the British embassy in Hungary, and they found out this gun on the original Centurion wasn't good enough, so they built in the L7A1. And onwards to this fine machine, the Leopard 2A6, which the Dutch army had but sold them because they thought, well, yeah, the world is safe, so we don't need any Leopards, Leopard 2 and Leopard 2s or any tanks anymore. And they purchased the CV90 or Combat Vehicle 90, which you see in a tick on the right hand side as this Leopard 2 drives around. And they found out they actually still need tanks, so they lease a whole battalion of there's a CV90 in the back with the flag on top, but they actually lease a whole battalion of Leopard 2s now, Leopard 2 A6s from Germany, hence the German cross on the turret and the German license plate on it. But it's a whole Dutch crew, and they had a lot of fun. It's a great tank. This tank is actually is stabilized. And onwards to the finale with some very nice music. So enjoy. So I hope you enjoyed this video. That's me and my mate, me in my Bushka shirt. And give it a like, and I will see you on the next one. Ciao, ciao.